Back over here on this large boathouse, Chase is doing an awesome job getting all the piling set. So is the crew under his leadership, getting it framed up. They've done an absolutely awesome job. I am probably, I don't know, 3 weeks into my rotator cuff surgery now. I gave up keeping track, but as far as the pain level, there's really had no pain at all. It's just the sling is aggravating, and they've got me into some stretching exercises now, so I'm starting to stretch it out. I can't wait to get a sling off and get back into action, getting in that tractor and setting poles. But thank God these guys are doing a good job in my absence right now. Got all the hand wheel ran out here now, looking real good. Got all of our scaffold stacked up on the dock, getting ready for the boathouse. The guys are finishing up setting the pilings. This is a lot of piling set on this project right here, and they all look pretty darn good. For as crooked as the poles have been, they've got them straightened up really well. Jesse and Guyon's out there getting it framed up right now. We've got a 4-foot walkway on the shore side, goes around to a 4-foot walkway on the outside. And we have another 4-foot walkway in the middle, 2 boat slips, and then a 12-foot platform here. We're going to go ahead and run another row of poles down the middle because I like to make sure everything is tied down real well. I like to try to beat the hurricanes as best we can. And that's kind of what we're known for. Especially with the through flow decking on here, it gives it a good survivability rate. Guys are repositioning the barge now to get some more piling set. I think they've got one more pole for the boathouse and they're done with the boathouse pilings. They're going to set some poles in the middle of this platform now. Got extremely low tide out here again, so you can kind of, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but the mud's all stirred up around the barge. So Hunter's getting the boat and barge in position. Chase is on the Traco. Once they get close to position, Chase is going to drop that spud. That's that 10-inch pipe right there. It weighs about 1,100 pounds. Tap it down the ground just a little bit, make sure we don't move around. Get us nice and secure work site. He's got a spud in the back also, he'll drop that one also. Got a 1.5-inch hole through the spud pipe. When we pick it up, we've got a 1-inch steel rod that goes through that hole that holds the spud in place, flush with the bottom of the barge. He'll pick it up, the guy will grab the pin out, and then be able to drop the spud down to the seafloor or to the bay floor here. We run a 2x4 on the outside of the handrail too to support that synthetic top cap to keep it from bowing. Got some real good progress going on out here today. Got the framing up on the back side of the boathouses. They're working on the 3-foot catwalk down the outside of the boathouse right now, framing it up. Chase is out there with the guys and they're getting the platform framed up. It's a little bit difficult the way we set our poles and using the through-flow decking. Everything has got to be pretty close to exactly right for the through-flow decking to fit in between the pilings, and then also to be able to frame the boathouse on top, because you frame to the inside for the platform and you frame to the outside for the boathouse. So it's kind of a little fine work you got to make happen there to make everything look good and turn out good. Here's the handrail the guys got installed, Temper Tech synthetic decking on top of the handrail, which is going to be nice. You see our customary dog-eared cross ties. We like to do that little dog ear on it. Everybody kind of knows that's something that we did. We got 1/2 inch galvanized bolt through there. We've also got a carriage bolt on the outside. The reason why we do the carriage bolt is so if you ever have a boat come up against it, it doesn't get hung up on the head of the bolt. It looks a little bit cleaner too. Got our hurricane blocking inside there. You can see where it joins the joint together there, and also goes down in between the cross ties where it's tied together also. We run a 2x4 on the outside of the handrail too, to support that synthetic top cap to keep it from bowing. All right, here's what I'm dealing with today. Unfortunately, hit something on the side of the road and bent my rim pretty bad. So I've been dealing with this since 8 o'clock. Took it down to Eddie English and he welded it up for me, so I'm gonna try that out. There's my weld. See what happens, get that put back on, get it balanced up, and hopefully get back up on the road. It's one of them aggravating things that's kind of slow you down. You got plenty to do today. Right after dealing with my bent rim this morning, I made it out to the job site. They have got the 2 lower catwalks framed up, bolted off. It's ready to be decked out. They got all the scaffolding set up, and now they're pulling strings. They got all the poles topped off, getting ready to pull the square on top of the boathouse. There's a lot of scaffolding for this big old boathouse. Finished up with the framing and bolting of the platform right now. Then we're going to be laying the rest of the through-flow decking on it. Went ahead and set some center poles in here, so our poles are on actually 6-foot centers here. So we've got real good hold down capability during the hurricanes. Got a couple step downs in the catwalk over there, so it's easier access to your boats during low tide or low winter tides. See our hurricane or soldier blocks on there. Go in between the cross ties and tie the stringer down. Guys are up there pulling the 100-foot tape on them now, checking the square of the poles we got set. One way to get the lumber right to the job site. That's a heck of a steep driveway to come down. What them guys are doing is tying a truck to the front of it, put it in 4-wheel drive, and helping them ease down the hill. Saves a lot of trips up and down that hill toting lumber, especially when you're toting 2x12 by 20s. That gets pretty darn heavy. That's a load of them. That's all the 2x12 by 20s we're going to need to band this roof out on this larger boathouse. Hey y'all, thanks for checking out my video. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe now. Hit the like and share button. If you got any comments or questions on how we do this, please feel free to leave me a message and I'll try to get back with you. Got a lot more projects coming up, so y'all keep on watching.